Good morning, all and sundry. Welcome lower back to Stablecoin Crypto, and welcome on your each day XRP updates. And women and gents, eventually we can virtually communicate about a few new matters, and we are able to really talk approximately a bullish XRP. All right, so that's terrific news. Yesterday we simply did talk about, I suggest obviously in all my movies, we pointed out the opportunity of doubtlessly rallying up and getting a few kind of a rally. Look, at this point of time, it actually seems like we have a completely solid hazard to break above this most important resistance stage right here. Between 255 and 2.7, I suppose that is by some distance the most crucial degree. It's numerous specific small key tiers bundled together, so you could have a specific opinion. I suggest some people suppose, no, it is 2.65 that desires to interrupt. Some humans say, no, 2.5, breaking above that is already enough. I assume breaking the general region is maximum crucial. So what I desire to speak approximately is whether we simply have a danger to try this, all proper. Now, the main motive of this bullish momentum, I suppose it's two matters for now. It's sort of three matters, and of them are bundled collectively. First of all, I suppose the market is asking better. If we check Bitcoin, if we check the inventory markets, if we observe the dollar power index, I suppose the general surroundings for charts on property, including crypto, which include XRP, has emerged as higher, better compared to the remaining couple of days and remaining week. So it truly is already bullish. And then the two matters, kind of bundled together, is that the day past we certainly had the truth that the SEC officially recognizes the Grayscale XRP and Dogecoin ETF applications. And it's bullish. We mentioned that, however, what I assume this reasons is that properly, to begin with, them acknowledging the application is already bullish in itself. But it's also developing quite a number of hype and a number of rumors, approximately, all proper. Well, that ought to be a sign that the SEC is likewise quickly going to be remaining the case with Ripple. And that could be extraordinarily bullish. That is the primary bullish catalyst that we've been looking ahead to, for not too long. However, we are anticipating that, right? I mean, since the Trump administration got here into region, we are looking ahead to a tremendous outcome of that, and that is going to reason plenty of bullish momentum. Now, because of the acknowledgement and due to the accompanying bullish sentiment about a ability settlement, I think this is why we're bullish, like I said, more desirable by means of the market circumstances. If the market changed into shit, XRP could nevertheless be preserving on extraordinarily well, but it would no longer have a danger to break out. So now the query is, nicely, are we able to get away? You can see we are gaining a few great leverage here. I would argue that the leverage is quite a lot. It's no longer the cease of the sector, but especially this closing candle proper here, there's just a variety of leverage coming in, which I'm not against that. Every time that XRP has been very bullish, and I've told you that earlier, then it has been with a whole lot of leverage as well. But if we take a look at the extent proper now for XRP, it's up 20%, and I suppose that's little bit low, right? I would have cherished that to be higher. And if you take a look at the final month, like whilst we crashed, and manifestly it is no longer correct to compare it with that. But for instance, while we have been nevertheless up at 3, however, also for the duration of the beginning of the crash, like the quantity of XRP without problems got above 10 billion. And proper now, it's not above $10 billion. I could argue it is notably low at the same time as there is quite a few leverage. So I hate to do that because I need to be terrific bullish on XRP, but for now, I might still be at the careful facet. All right. The SEC acknowledging the XRP ETF application does now not equal that the case between Ripple and SEC is over, even though I do anticipate that someday inside the future. So for now, given the energy that we are seeing inside the markets, I might say it's miles maximum in all likelihood we're going to have the ability to interrupt above the lower part of this key degree around 2.6 and a pair of 55, and I do suppose we'll appreciate that. But what we need to see is getting a move into 3 again, and that at this moment, sadly, I suppose it is a touch bit an excessive amount of to invite. I think it's best viable if we clearly see a solid increase in extent as well to clearly validate the actions that we are seeing proper now. Otherwise, I imply if we're no longer going to get that quantity,